All-powerful god Anos' Momo holding onigashima. Momo holding onigashima. A classic moment. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can spot Momo holding onigashima. A moment that has been being built up to for, I'd say, I don't know, 50 chapters? 50 plus chapters? The holding up of onigashima. So, in this long chat, where does it happen exactly? Did you guys see it? Did anyone spot it? Did anyone spot Momo holding onigashima? Did anyone see it? Momo's character arc, what it's going to culminate in. It's been 150, like 400 chapters of character development for Momo, right? Leading up to this moment. What is he going to do to save Wano, the big moment? Onigashima has been in the sky for a long time, leading towards the Flower Capital, the doomsday moment. The people of the Flower Capital don't see it yet, but let's see. Momo's magnificent moment, the culmination of a 400-long chapter character arc. Oh, it's right here. Oh, look at that. Guys, if we zoom in, you can find it. It's in the top right corner. He says, flame clouds appear. He yells, flame clouds appear. Brilliant character writing. So for 50 chapters, the past 50 chapters, he's been bitching about how he can't do it. Then it's time to do it. He, what does he do exactly? Okay, so he has a comedy gag face. It's going to crash. The flame clouds are gone. Not good. It's going to crash. All right. Top right panel. We can find one little panel of Momo yelling, flame clouds appear. And then some shit comes out of him. Brilliantly drawn. It's like literally a footnote over the course of this page. Like, it's over here. This is the culmination of Momo's long ass character arc, plus the 50 chapters specifically building up to him stopping Onigashima from falling. It's kind of just like a little baby panel, not exactly a huge deal. It basically is these three panels. Flame clouds appear, some shit comes out of him. Oh, and look at that, he's holding up Onigashima in this bottom right. You gotta really zoom in to see, look at that. If you guys bring out your magnifying glasses, it's right around here. This little sketch, this is Momo's epic moment of, he's holding up Onigashima. He's doing it. He's doing it, boys. He's holding it up. He saved the day. Yeah, let's put that in for play of the year. That was amazing. That was beautiful. Let's throw that shit in. Is that what you guys want? You guys want that for play of the year? I'll put it if that's what the people want. Who am I to stand against the people? I'm just saying. Thomas Cass says 1 hour of Legends versus Momo's one panel of mediocrity. Dan N says your own expectations. My own dude, this is it's how do I even say this? It's like this is a 400 long chapter character arc for Momonosuke, right? At the very least, the last 50 chapters building up towards him, it's been stressed over and over. You need the flame clouds to stop Onigashima from falling, right? So the author is the one who's building in expectations. He's the one who's setting up the idea that this is going to be a moment, and he spends 50 chapters leading up to this moment. So if you put, like, it's a basic rule of writing. If you put in a certain amount of buildup towards something, then the payoff needs to be worth that buildup. Otherwise, the buildup is meaningless. That's like basic writing. Otherwise, you're just wasting the reader's time. The more buildup you put into something, it's supposed to have a purpose, so a bigger payoff, right? Otherwise, there's no reason to spend so long leading up to a climactic moment if the moment is not going to be drawn in a climactic manner. So, if you have 50 chapters of buildup, hyping and hyping Onigashima falling on the Flower Capital, and hyping that Momo's most important moment, his biggest contribution to this battle, is potentially being the only one who could stop Onigashima from falling. So if you spend a long ass time writing into the narrative that this is something that everything is leading towards, and then the culminating moment for all of this is 3 panels, 3 small ass panels in a chapter that's otherwise not focused whatsoever on that moment, and it basically turns that moment into a minor footnote. 3 panels. The actual character moment is yelling, flame clouds appear, which is literally, can you think of a more basic line to say right there? A more basic character moment to write in as the culmination of all this. What could, I guess Momonosuke could say nothing at all. That's the only line I could think of that is more basic than saying flame clouds appear. This, and then look at this. This is it. This is the moment. 50 chapters of build-up to this. You could see him kind of holding it up right around here. This is it. This is the moment. That's it. This would be the equivalent of me saying, like, oh, if I'm reading Water 7 and Enies Lobby, and the entire time, the whole Luffy-Usopp conflict, leaving the crew, crying about the going merry, all of that shit, if all of that led to basically Usopp's big moment being something like, I don't know, forget him getting the moment with Luffy and Lucci, forget him sniping the Buster Call shit and saving Robin. Imagine if Usopp's final moment was like, maybe when he shot the world government flag, but pretend like the panels of him shooting the flag were like microscopic or some shit and happened in the side. And it's just like, well, it's the wrong expectations for expecting Usopp's character arc to have some sort of climactic payoff that is memorable, iconic, worth the hundreds, like the 100-chapter long buildup that we got to this final payoff for his storyline. I don't know. That's not how expectations work. Let me tell you guys something real quick. The idea of like readers having wrong expectations, it is something that you only hear in the One Piece community, because other communities usually use the phrase, the author did not live up to expectations. The One Piece community is the only one I've ever heard of where they're saying readers had too high expectations. It's insane. Most other fan bases realize that narrative setups warrant payoffs. That's it. And a certain amount of buildup usually suggests that the buildup is leading to something that is worth that buildup. That's all I'm saying. I've never heard, like, narrative setups having payoffs. That's a universally understood aspect of writing. I've never heard this other language, which is like, well, even if Oda wrote all this shit in, it's wrong of us to expect that to lead to something climactic. I've never heard that shit. Mahavid Sadegi says, you missed my Caribou joke. Sorry, it became rant time. Jolio says, Morj is my first live stream. I never knew you were so funny, bruh. I'm dying. Well, you just heard you just heard some angry Morj. Aslan says, Wano anime will make it better, LMAO. All right. Yeah, we can count on the anime.